Story 1. The Last Bell. In the old high school of the town, there were rumors of a final bell that never rang. It was said that the sad woman, who had lost her life in the school years ago, her spirit roamed the halls, and with the ringing of the last bell, she would drag the students into her world of darkness. One night, a group of students who dared to prove their courage stayed in school after dark. Suddenly, the sound of an old bell echoed through the silence of the night. Panic surged in their eyes. They ran towards the sound, but the closer they ran, the closer the bell seemed to be. Suddenly, the door of one of the classrooms burst open, and a black shadow crept out of it. The screams of the students broke the silence and... Story 2. The Forbidden Library. In the old school library, there was a hidden shelf full of magical and forbidden books. Students said that these books were cursed, and that reading them could bring disaster. One day, a curious student named Sarah found the key to the shelf and, ignoring the warnings, opened one of the books. Suddenly, a storm of wind and darkness engulfed the room, and terrifying creatures leapt out of the pages of the book. Sarah panicked and tried to escape, but the doors were locked. The creatures got closer and closer to her and... Story 3. The Cursed Mirror. In the school bathroom, there was an old mirror that was said to be cursed. Students said that if someone looked into their eyes in that mirror for a long time, they would see the darkness in their soul, and absolute terror would overcome them. One night, a girl named Mary, who was suffering from loneliness, went to the school bathroom and stood in front of the mirror. With tearful eyes, she stared at her reflection, and suddenly, a terrifying and strange face appeared in the mirror. Mary screamed and fainted. When she came to, there was no longer any image in the mirror, but the terrifying memory of what she had seen was forever etched in her mind. 1. The Vanishing Teacher. In a small town, a middle school teacher mysteriously vanishes without a trace. The students are terrified, and the teachers are baffled. There are no signs of struggle, and the teacher's belongings are all still in her classroom. As the days go by, the students begin to suspect that their teacher was taken by something other than human. Some believe that she was abducted by aliens, while others think that she was taken by a ghost. The mystery of the teacher's disappearance is never solved, and it remains a chilling unsolved case in the town's history. 2. The Playground Shadow. At an elementary school, a strange shadow begins to appear on the playground at night. The shadow is tall and thin, and it seems to move with a life of its own. Some students have claimed to see the shadow following them, or hear its creepy laughter echoing in the darkness. No one knows what the shadow is, but it has become a source of fear and fascination for the children. The principal has tried to ban the students from going on the playground at night, but the shadow always seems to find a way to sneak through. 3. The Library Ghost. In an old, historic high school, the library is rumored to be haunted by the ghost of a former student. The student was said to have been a brilliant but troubled young man, who died in the library many years ago. Some students have claimed to see his apparition wandering the stacks, or hear his soft voice whispering among the books. One librarian even claims to have seen the ghost sitting at a computer, typing away furiously. The library is now off limits after dark, but some students still dare to sneak in, hoping to catch a glimpse of the ghost. These are just a few of the many scary stories that are told about schools. Whether or not you believe in ghosts and spirits, there is no doubt that these stories can be truly frightening. So next time you're at school, take a moment to look around and see if you can sense any of the creepy presences